Hello everybody. I wanted to come on today to give you guys an update on the DIY hook challenge and the progress on my DIY hooks that I'm working on as part of the challenge. We haven't done an update in a minute, and so if you are a part of the challenge, you should have gotten an email today. If you didn't get an email and you're a part of the DIY hook challenge, I am going to repost this on my feed for you guys, but definitely send me a message here on Instagram if you, like I said, are a part of the DIY hook challenge and did not get an email today, because I am trying to make sure that I send all of our updates via email for the challenge. So I wanted to come on and give you guys an update on my current progress with my hooks, and if you guys have any questions, if you want to share your progress, if you're doing the DIY hook challenge, let me know how it's going. I've really enjoyed seeing you guys' stories and posts about your hooks, and even the failures, because we're all learning together as to what works on hooks for decorating them. I have two hooks that I'm working on. One of them is using Sharpies only to decorate them, and the other one I'm doing like a decoupage kind of thing with comic book pieces. And that's just using like glue, and then I'm going to coat that with Mod Podge. So I'm really interested to see, we're going to play around with the resin coating, because I have gotten some feedback from people who've tried to coat their hooks with resin themselves, and that they haven't turned out so good. So like the Sharpies either start running or blending together really bad. And so we're going to do some playing around with that. I have one right now, so I'll go ahead and show you guys my progress. So this is my DIY hook that I've been working on. I'm just doing flowers with Sharpies. And if you can look, so you should be able to see it's kind of faded on the bottom, and then up here there's some brighter colors. So I'm playing around with doing a second coat. So the brighter colors I actually went back over today. So like the top part is, this is all new. So these are my newest little flowers on the top. It seems like doing a second coat of color and black Sharpie seems to work. It definitely stands out a little bit more, but I don't know if that's gonna fade. So like I said, this is all experimental. I'm just trying to have a good time with it and see what I can do. I'm going to do another one where I just color on it, and then we're going to try resin coating one directly over the Sharpie, and then the other one we're probably going to try to like spray coat with acrylic or do like a layer of Mod Podge over the Sharpie before we put the resin on it. So we're going to see which one will hold the Sharpie in place a little bit better. But we're going to see. So that's my Sharpie version. So excited about that one and to see how that one turns out. The one I'm super excited about, so this was based off of a project that I created for the captain, either for his birthday or anniversary, I can't remember which, but I did this big canvas full of, it was a Marvel comic book collage canvas. And so I decided to do a Marvel Comics hook. So I just used Mod Podge. Well, I didn't use Mod Podge, I used tacky glue. So Mod Podge did not stick well to the actual hook. It didn't stick well to the plastic, and so I decided to use tacky glue instead, and then I'm going to do a layer of Mod Podge over the comic book strips before we resin coat. So that's my progress. This one, it's almost done. So you can see like there's a little spot up here that does not have any comic book strips, and then let's see, there's some spots on the bottom. So there's an open spot there next to Iron Man's face, underneath Spider-Man, and then right up here. So I do need to go back through and do a few more cutouts, but you see a rocket right here, and then I think there's a little, that's Black Widow's face. I feel like there's a Groot on there somewhere too. Let's see. So if you're a Marvel fan, this was a really fun one to make. Yeah, I don't think I have a Groot. Maybe I accidentally covered him up. I don't know. But that's my progress on that one. So really excited about that. So these are my two DIY hooks right now. This one I cheated because it's a 25mm hook, but this is actually smaller than the ones that got sent out. So this is a 16mm, this is a 25mm. So I'm not even doing one that's the same size as the ones we sent out, but that's because we had printed this first, so I didn't want to waste it. And then this one was just so that I had more space to actually put the comic books on there. So that's pretty cool. And like I said, for mine, I'm just using regular old Sharpies. So these are the Sharpies that I'm using. I do feel like the bolder colors, so let's see, it's these. These are my top colors, so it's really just like the bold orange and dark purple and fuchsia, like the regular grass green and the blue, and it's like a gold. It's not their bright yellow, because this is their bright yellow. So this is like a bright yellow, and this is a darker like gold color. So these have been my favorites. These have worked the best. They seem to stand out. But like I said, I think that it's actually working out better adding a second coat. So once I go through and I do all of my stuff, then I've gone back through, and you can really see, I think you can see a difference. So this is faded, and then from about this flower up is new or second coat. So it definitely seems to stand out a little bit more where I added the second coat. But I do feel like it took a little while for this bottom coat to fade. So I don't know if this top coat's gonna fade too. I don't know, we're gonna see. So as for updates, if you are doing the DIY hook challenge, like I said at the beginning, if you missed it and you're joining in, I sent out an email today. So if you did not get the email, be sure to send me a direct message here on Instagram, and I can make sure to add you to the DIY hook challenge email list. This is only if you've joined into the challenge, if you've got your hook and you're working on it. We now have a form that's ready to go for you to submit your hook. So we did decide we had enough people who are not on Instagram that we wanted to create a form for you to fill out where you can submit up to 5 photos or a combination of photos and videos of your final hook, and you can submit them on the Google form, and that way we'll have them all in one place and we can do our judging. And I'm hoping to announce the winner live on YouTube. So that way, you know, if someone's not on Instagram, it's easier for them to submit, and it's easier for them to watch the live announcement of who the winner is. So we'll be announcing the winner on August 7th, and you have until August 1st to submit your hooks using the Google form. So if you have any questions, you can shoot me a message. But we're really excited to start seeing people's hooks. We've already seen quite a few hooks come in, photos of people's progress, and it's kind of mind-blowing. You guys are super creative, so we can't wait to see more. And yeah, and just a reminder, your hooks do not have to be functional to be entered into the contest. So if you are doing something to your hook that is going to keep it from actually being a workable, usable crochet hook, totally fine. You can get super creative and change your hook up in any way or add to it in different ways. But yeah, we can't wait to see your hooks. I will keep you guys posted on mine. Like I said, so far, these are my 2 crochet hooks that I'm doing DIY, Sharpies only, and kind of like a decoupage option using tacky glue. So those are the 2 hooks that I'm working on. And yeah, that's pretty much it for today. Tomorrow, I'm going to be going live here on Instagram at 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 12 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, to talk all about gauge swatches. So what's important about checking your gauge, how to check your gauge, how to make a gauge swatch, how to check your gauge as someone following a pattern versus how to check your gauge as a designer if you're writing a crochet pattern. So we're going to talk all about gauges tomorrow at 12 o'clock. And then Friday, I'll have my crochet and chat at 12 o'clock. So most of my lives are at 12 o'clock. This one was a little off because I just realized I hadn't done an update in a while on the DIY hook challenge, so I just wanted to come on, and like I said, I'll post this later to my Instagram feed. But Friday, I'm going to go live for crochet and chat, and not sure what the topic will be on that one yet, but I'll get to give you guys an update on my bucket hat pattern progress. And then Saturday, I'm going to be going live with Crystal from Not Your Nana's Yarn Work, and we're going to be talking all about her business. So this is like my Pink Sheep and Friends live session that's going to be happening this coming Saturday. Super excited about that. I'm trying to do those once a month. And that's pretty much it for now. So I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day, and I will talk to you all soon. Bye!